Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. When it comes to home building here on Bolivar Peninsula, development, maybe drainage, there's one company to call, and a company that's been around for generations and is a big part of Bolivar Peninsula post-Ike rebuild, and that's Aran and Franklin. And today I'm here with Dave Franklin, and we're going to talk a little bit about everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all do windstorm, you do home inspections, you do drawings. What all do you do? If someone bought a piece of property and said, we need to figure out drainage on it because we want to build a house and we need a house this big and we want it fortified and we want to make sure it stays up to date, is there anything they need to do outside Aran and Franklin?
Well, not really, not really. Well, one of the first things that we like to do is if people who are looking to, let's just say they want to develop a piece of property. They have 10 or 15 acres and they're wanting to maybe do a subdivision or an RV development or an RV park or storage buildings or anything of that nature. The best thing you do before you purchase it, or if you do own it, go ahead and come to us. Let us do a feasibility study for you. That's basically, we look at the property, we analyze it, we look at all the drainage, detention, text dot issues that could be potential, what the county requirements. Bolivar's very, very easy to work with as far as their county requirements. When you get into Galveston, Houston, it's unbelievable. So Bolivar is very attractive for people to develop in because it's pretty easy. So, but yeah, if you get a piece of property, we'll take a look at it. Maybe you're thinking about doing storage buildings. Maybe you're thinking about doing an RV park. We may look at it and say, well, you can probably do storage here. It'd be better to put the RV park over here, and we can design it, lay it out, give you all the plans that you want. Do all the architectural renderings that you want for it, and then go in and look at it as from a structural aspect and lay it out as strong as we possibly can.
Can you also tell them what's wetlands? Do y'all do that? What you can build on and what you can't build on? Because especially on the north side of 87, a lot of that property runs from the highway all the way, some of them go all the way across the intercoastal. And you've got some marsh and stuff back there. Can y'all tell someone before they purchase this, okay, out of this 40 acres, you've got this much that you can build on?
That's part of our service package. We don't do it directly in-house, but we have people that we've been dealing with for 15, 20 years that we basically, when we start putting a package together, we're just going to give you a turnkey option on what, that way you don't have to worry about any of that yourself. But yes, that's one of the things we do. One of the first things we do. I have had people who have made mistakes in the past of purchasing a piece of property, and
there's not as much good land there as they think.
Absolutely. You get in there and you start looking at wetlands, and then you start looking at cut and fill in the floodplain, and you can only bring in so much dirt, and it gets to the point where they're just, they can't do but a portion of the project that they had intended to do. So it's always better before you buy something is just come, let's do a feasibility, make sure you're able to do what you want to do, and then you can make your offer on that.
And most of the time you can work with the seller and say, hey, I want to do a feasibility study on this. And a lot of times they'll work with you on that because they understand what you're doing.
Right. A lot of times we'll have a person who's selling a piece of property and they'll come up and they'll want 2 or 3 different options because they're trying to market their property.
Right.
They want somebody to come in, and maybe you get a lot of these crowdfunding, but they want a plan already in place. What can we do with this property? So we'll give them 2 or 3 options on what they could do. We recently had one that, the best option for it was parking, downtown. So, they were wanting to do a development on it. But by the time you started looking at underground detention and you started looking at all the utility issues, you're going to be better just making a parking lot out of this. So,
Right. Well, if people want to get hold of you, maybe they're looking at doing something like that, or maybe they have bought a lot here and they want a home design.
Right.
Because y'all do that, and you do the windstorm, and have at least one person every day over here, if not 2. How can they what's the best way to get hold of someone at Aran and Franklin?
Yeah, you can just call our main number, 409-935-5200. Go to the website, www.aranandfranklin.com. It's A-R-A-N, it's the last name, franklin.com. And then you can go online, chat with somebody there, send us an email. I mean, we have all of our links there, and you can see some of the projects and some of the things we're involved with. So
Great. Well, I know they were a big part of the rebuild over here after Ike, and as everyone knows, it's exploded and might have slowed down a little bit, but not a whole lot. We've got got a new condo project, we've got a new home development going in, plus I know there's 3 or 4 other developments in the works down here that people are looking at or doing feasibility studies. So, Aran and Franklin gives back to the community. They've been part of Team Bolivar now for almost 2 years. And we love working with them, and when we get to sit down and actually talk to them about what's going on over here and changes in the engineering. In fact, the owner is on the windstorm.
Chandra, my sister.
Your sister.
She is the chairperson of the board of directors of Texas Windstorm.
Windstorm,
so
and
that's how involved we are in it.
Right,
so,
as a big part of it, and we're going to work on getting a show with her here in the future about where the engineering and everything is going on the coast, because it seems like every time we get a storm, different things change. In fact, you were just talking about Florida when I asked you how the rebuild, and you said, well, now some of them, and even in the Carolinas, are making them start to build up.
Right.
And so, everyone's following suit. You get above water, you're a whole lot better off. So we'll have more information down the road with Aran and Franklin. And I want to thank y'all, as David with Bolivar Live and Team Bolivar, for being a part of it over here. So we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, you can see Bolivar Live on YouTube, youtube.com/@BolivarLive. You can also now find us on Bolivar Live TV at BolivarLiveTV.com and on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Just look for Bolivar Live TV. It's a free download, and you can watch us on the big screen. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.